Welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by Sports Broadcast Solutions. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. This man matters, the head coach for Berber City. They lost a tough one, though, 2-1 off a penalty kick against Chicago Nation. So, Coach, Fouad Airaki, tough loss. What happened there on that penalty kick?
Before starting, Kyle, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the great job today for broadcasting our game. Very professional. I really impressed by your work. Let's go back to the business, which is the soccer game. In my opinion, in my philosophy, I say all the time, high-level soccer is all about details. All right. So basically, what I mean by details. Today, for example, we missed 7 of our main players, and we have a couple injuries. So basically, we did not start with our stars. All right. I think the game was amazing, tactically, strategically, and technically. It was a very high level. It was very entertaining. It was beautiful to watch. We've been winning 1-0, and unfortunately, at the second half, we get just a little, our players, they had like a little slow start, and they tied us. Besides that, the game was really, I'll be very honest with you, it was there is absolutely nothing to say about the game because it was perfect, if I'm allowed to say the word perfect. Unfortunately, I wish if the ref, he was smart enough to not to call that kind of, to make that kind of calls, because that kind of call hurts the team, hurts the league. But I mean, a ref is a human being. He makes mistakes, and we are not trying to find excuses. I think the boys give it all. I'm very proud of them. They give me 120, and that's what matters, and that's really what counts.
So we were trying to clarify it from the press box. Were they saying that Valken swiped at the leg, or did a defender swipe at the leg of the offensive player, and why the penalty kick was awarded?
It looks like it looks like the player was already down when the ball went outside, so he didn't even touch it. So there is absolutely no contact. But again, we cannot blame a ref. A ref is under, against tough games like that, refs are under pressure too. So we need to understand that. We cannot just we need to give them credit. They did an amazing job. But sometimes when you make that kind of mistake, it kind of hurts. But I'm positive tomorrow we're going to be fine. So we need to support those refs. And because supporting the refs means supporting the league. That's what it is.
So really, you won this game 1-0. Just the own goal really hurt. What kind of happened there on defense, why that own goal happened?
Well, I mean, the opponent team, the Chicago Nation team, they were very fast. So basically, it was a counter. They were very fast, and basically, our goalkeeper, it took a lot of time to make the decision, but he made the decision. It worked, but it is what it is. I mean, we cannot blame a beautiful game based on one play. We cannot do that. So high-level soccer. It's this high-level soccer. It's every freaking detail, and we love it. That's why we love soccer. And I think so far, Chicago Nation, Berber City FC, they did an amazing job today. And I'm positive our fans, they were really enjoying the game.
Talking with head coach Fouad Airaki, head coach for Berber City. They lost 2-1 on a late penalty kick, but it was an excellent game if you weren't able to watch it live. So 2-1 the final. You were able to keep the Golden Boot finalists, and Luka is in check. How were you able to do that on the defensive end?
That's a great question. So basically, my philosophy is like keeping the net clean as much as we can. That's really what's my philosophy. But sometimes when you play against smart teams, it's hard to do it. So we're gonna keep working very hard in our practice, and the game is already gone, and we are thinking already in our next game. It's gonna be, I think, against if I'm thinking right, I forgot the team. But I have to check my schedule. So we need to focus. Monday's our practice. We're gonna focus on work very hard and working our. We're gonna try to push the players to make more like a. I'm so tired. I forgot my words. Back to you, my Kyle. I feel like sometimes when you're too intense, when you have an intense game, you lose your thoughts. I'm so sorry about that. But I think keep up the hard work. That's the key. That's really the key.
So you did a good job. And you saw how good Sutton was on defense. The goal that you scored, you were able to get the ball away from him. What did you see from Sutton's defense that you were able to attack that and make sure that when you scored, that you were going away from his side of the pitch?
Are you talking about the
number 2, the defense?
On defense? Yeah. Well, the number 2 basically is it's very hard to describe that actually, because what the number 2 goal basically was a surprise. I didn't expect that, and I wasn't paying attention. I was like trying to talk to my
number 2 on defense. The goal that you scored, because he's their best defender. You were doing a good job of passing it away from his side. What did you do on offense to make sure that he was away from the play to score that goal to make it 1-0?
Are you talking about their number 2?
Yes, their
I
number
was
2.
like, which number 2? Are you talking about goals? Oh, I got you. Their number 2. Oh, yeah. I didn't know the kid. I know he's very fast. So basically, I keep switching my wings, trying to confuse, the defenders. Yeah. So I know for sure most of the defenders, they were like on my player. I think it's Mourin Alami. They were on him. So in order for me to give them some space, I keep switching between him and between Mortada and AB, and he works a little bit, but it looks like those defenders, they were very fast and they were giving a hard time to Mourin Alami. I give them a shout out from here, from this area. I think they did a very good job defending today.
So you lost the match today. The pressure's off, so to speak. You're now 5-1. Now just focus on the task at hand. In case you have to play Chicago Nation again, what kind of adjustments are you going to make, especially on the defensive end, to try to get the win?
Well, basically, hopefully by the time we play, Chicago Nation for the next time, our main players, I wish they are back, because we're missing a lot of 7 is a lot of guys. So basically, and they are the main players. By the time when we play them again, I think we're gonna be back to where we're supposed to be. There's nothing to change tactically and technically. There's absolutely nothing to change because I love the way how we play, and the guys are doing a great job. I think sometimes, I'm telling you this, sometimes no matter how good the other opponent team is, if you're focused and if you're focused, you can make a lot of difference. That's what I think.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and have a safe ride home.
I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You take care of yourself. Thank you.
So for Fouad Airaki, Hayden, and Eric Ratchey, I'm Kyle Smith signing off. Final score, Berber City falls to Chicago Nation 2-1 here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.